Hey everyone, I'm Ron Kruk and welcome to World Extreme Cage Fighting Exposed. This is the closest thing to being in the cage without getting punched in the face. Tonight we'll take a look at some of the sport's up-and-coming superstars and check out some incredible fights from both the WEC's Hot August Fights and Hitman events. But first, if you're new to the sport of mixed martial arts, here's a breakdown of the rules of the cage. 3 judges score the fight, with each bout consisting of 3 5-minute rounds. Championship bouts are 5 5-minute rounds. A 10-point must-score system is in effect, with the round winner gaining 10 points and his opponent 9 points or less. Scores are based on effective striking, grappling, aggression, and control. There are over 30 fouls listed in the WEC rulebook, including headbutting, eye gouging, biting, shots to the groin, striking your opponent with the point of the elbow, kicking a fighter while on the ground, strikes to the spine or back of the head, and the always ugly small joint manipulation. Tonight we kick things off with 2 men making their WEC debuts, Karalexis and Thomas Wildman Denny. Karalexis is best known for his stint on the Ultimate Fighter TV show, but is quickly gaining attention for his knockout power. Denny has had over 30 professional fights, possesses strong submission skills, and a haircut that would make Dennis Rodman proud. For the call, we go out to Lemoore, California, and Kenny Rice, Stephen Quadros, and Jeff Blatnick.
This his 44th professional fight, and Karalexis, this his 5th professional fight.
And Karalexis is going to come in, and we know from seeing him in the Ultimate Fighting Championship and the Ultimate Fighter TV show that he's got a really big punch. So what a lot of guys have done is just take him right to the ground and neutralize that punch. But the way he's built, if you could learn a takedown defense, the short, squat guys learn it better than the tall, skinny guys, don't they, Jeff?
Well, I mean, your hips are closer to the mat, your sprawl's closer to the mat, so you have and you're a much lower target for an opponent to get under. So, yeah, I would say that a little bit shorter, but, you know, Karalexis is all I remember is nobody wanted to deal with him on his feet. So takedown MO was the way to go after him and remove him from his best position.
Thomas Wildman Denny, that guy right there. He's a little bit of a comedian, a little bit of a showman, quite a bit of a fighter. Likes stand-up, likes ground, likes submissions, likes takedown. You know, he's been in with some of the greatest fighters in the business, win or lose. Eve Edwards, Dwayne Ludwig.
We were discussing the Allman Brothers just before the show,
exactly. Chris Brennan, George St. Pierre. As a matter of fact, George St. Pierre said that Thomas Wildman Denny was one of the toughest fights he ever had in his life. And George St. Pierre now, as you know, is the #1 contender in the UFC for the welterweight crown. Thomas Denny, his first time in WEC, looking to create a sensation.
Well, his hair right now is about as red as a Dickie Betts guitar as he comes into the cage.
You know, it's important to note, too, Denny has come off of bicep surgery just 3 months ago, and his arm is totally healthy. The doctors are amazed he's been able to come back this well. 7 years as a pro, ton of experience. Should be a great battle.
Guess we could play chess on his hair.
33 victories in his career. More than anyone else on the card tonight. Heck, you could almost add it up. That's almost as many fights as about 2 or 3 of our fighters combined here. So welterweights, Karalexis and Denny will get us started here, and let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. with the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino in Lemoore, California. We have a big night of action coming your way. WEC 23 Hot August Fights, and it's all brought to you by World Extreme Cage Fighting in association with the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino and HDNET, made possible by the Tachioka Tribe, sponsored by Zions, along with Cobb 28, Warrior Wear, Tap Out, and Chin Check. All right, fans, here we go. This bout coming away features WEC welterweight action, 3 5-minute round schedule. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 8 inches, he weighed in at 170 pounds. He's a freestyle fighter with a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, representing Cobra Kai and hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, introducing Alex, the Assassin Karalexis. And his opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 170 pounds. He's a veteran freestyle fighter with a record of 19 wins, 13 losses, representing Team Wildman from Victorville, California, introducing Thomas, the Wildman Denny. And the referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal, now to give instructions.
Gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Any last-minute questions?
No, sir.
I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves at times. Touch gloves. Let's do this.
So Karalexis and Denny, welterweights, will get us started
Judge.
on this hot August night.
Judge.
No kidding.
Judge.
One big shot.
Where's our judge?
As you look at the assassin,
We
Karalexis,
need a judge.
2-2. Denny, 33-10.
Hold on, gentlemen. We are 1 judge short. Missing a judge.
That is correct. That is correct.
Come on, guys. I know. Let's do this.
Let's get the judges.
Sorry about this, guys.
We're waiting at the moment on a judge to make it back to his seat.
This is unique.
There's Denny. There's Karalexis. You wonder what effect this has on a fighter as you're getting ready, you're pumped up, you've heard the last-minute instructions from the referee, and you're ready to go, and now you just have to pace in the corner.
You got this, Judge?
Okay.
All right. Y'all good? Just good? All right, gentlemen. You ready? Are you ready? Let's fight!
And round 1 is underway. Karalexis and Denny. Karalexis in the red. Denny with the red striped hair. Ooh. And missing with the right there was Karalexis, and Denny tries to take it to the mat. And there is Karalexis. He is quick, and you see the striking power that he has there. He stunned Denny a bit, I believe.
Well, he puts his body into his right hand.
Kick that leg, circle.
Karalexis throwing power punches.
Good left there. Denny again trying to get this back to the ground.
And I think Karalexis has been working on his takedown counters.
Yeah, I think that Tom Denny is a little too obvious about his takedown attempts so far, and so he's coming straight in with the obviousness of the takedown. Sometimes you want to set up a takedown with a punch or a kick to make the guy think that that's what you're going to do. That way he'll stand up straighter. Because if you just dive in for the takedown, he's just going to defend.
Karalexis keeps his balance right there against the fence.
Trip, look for that trip behind.
And with that head down, it puts Denny in a pretty vulnerable position to get hit.
Karalexis with the knee there gets free and throws a couple of combinations that were blocked up, and he's able to get out.
Denny threw a couple shots there and dove in, got the clinch again. But Karalexis seems very wise to what his game plan is so far.
Yeah, the 2-2 record a bit deceiving for Karalexis, the 28-year-old.
I believe maybe one of the reasons why Denny is pretty obvious with the takedowns was Karalexis is getting to him in the standing. So he wants to remove him from his feet.
Based on the early going, Karalexis keeps this a stand-up fight. I think he would be a happy guy.
Denny's got to try and trap him here. He's got to try and suck him in, because just to shoot in like that in an obvious way, it's just going to lead to underhooks and, you know, a clinch up against the fence. I think Denny should just keep distance and throw a jab and a right low kick.
Karalexis trying with that knee to the inside of Denny's thigh, missing with that as they come away from the cage now, from the fence to get back in the middle. Karalexis again going with the combination.
Halfway through, Thomas. 2.5 minutes. Come on, baby. Kick that inside leg. Nice.
Front kick that Karalexis avoids.
Come on, Thomas. Stay away from those slipping parts. He's on it. He's on it. Go.
There it is. Denny tried to time that shot and go under the punches there. His timing was good, but the defense by Karalexis was also good.
Nice left hook.
Karalexis got the left in there. Karalexis now continues to do well when he's striking.
Left hook is his power punch.
Karalexis is noted to be dangerous on his feet, and it's from his punches. And we saw that right there with Thomas Denny. Got stung there.
Nice front headlock. Almost got behind. Got a dominant bear hug here, though.
Karalexis impressive here in the early going of this fight. First round action.
Should suck him back into the middle here and try to lift.
Thomas the Wild Man Denny, Alexa, the assassin Karalexis. And Alex is really taking charge of this, and he gets that in there again. And when he's punching, Karalexis is on the fight, and he got in there with the right.
Denny's in trouble right now.
Karalexis, if he keeps punching, Denny's going to have a short night.
Watch out right there, Thomas. Right there. Elbows, Thomas, elbows. 1 minute, Thomas.
Under a minute to go here in the first round.
Thomas Denny needs to get the Muay Thai clinch and pull Alex's head down and start throwing some knees.
Thomas, wear him out, Thomas.
Alex Karalexis
He's got an open mouth. Another short
has been
shot.
impressive, Jeff, I think, with the defense that he's had also. When he's not striking, he's had to go to the defensive position.
Clinching here. Good tactic to stop the punching.
Karalexis again.
Just dominant striker.
Now Denny's
Now
on
they're
his
on the
back.
mat for the first time, but it's Denny on the back.
Right, and this isn't what anyone expected, really. Karalexis really got Denny's head ringing with his strikes. Now he's on top.
One other thing about Karalexis is in his corner is Chuck Liddell, and Chuck Liddell, one of the best at stopping takedowns in the MMA game.
That's the end of round one. Alex Karalexis and Thomas Denny. As you look over in the corner, there's Chuck Liddell with Karalexis, who shows a lot of poise. I think if you were trying to look at the records alone, this might surprise people. Karalexis in only his 5th pro fight against a man in Denny that's had 43 pro fights.
In tight here with a bear hug. Karalexis working for a takedown, decides to let go of the leg and come upstairs with a left hook. And that's what he said was one of his power punches, and it's just one of many he has landed on Denny's chin.
Karalexis has got such power in such a short punch. Denny needs to throw straight punches and keep him at bay. To hook with the hooker is not the correct game plan here.
There you see Karalexis. And there's the Wild Man, as he calls himself, Thomas Denny. From Victorville, California, 35 years old, coming off bicep surgery, as Jeff Platnick mentioned.
Fight!
And round two is underway. It's pretty obvious right now. Karalexis keeps it standing up. He can control this fight. Denny is one to get it down on the mat. He misses there with the kick here in the early going of this round.
That's another good way to stop a power puncher, is to take the leg out with leg kicks. He's going upstairs with him.
And Denny gets a knee in there. He got the knee in. That was the best shot of the night so far for Thomas Denny.
He caught him too. His mouth is bleeding pretty good.
He busted him with that high knee, that left knee that got right in.
Turn him, Thomas. Come on, Thomas.
Oh, that's where those short punches work.
Right there, son. Right there.
Karalexis, can he get out of this one? He avoided all attempts at a takedown in the first round, but he can't here in the second. And finally, Thomas the Wild Man Denny is able to get this to the ground.
This is exactly where Denny wants this fight. And once he passes the guard of Alex, we're going to see some jiu-jitsu.
Oh, and here comes Karalexis. He's going to get out.
Wow, brute strength. Karalexis just stands right back up.
Guillotine.
And he's got the
got a guillotine in there. I like how he changed directions with that, but he circled right into the leg shot. And he's going to get him again.
Take it back! Get your own thing! Get your own thing!
Now Denny's going to take his business because
choke.
Karalexis has got his chin up high. He's in bad shape right here. Thomas got to get that right leg hook in to keep control.
He's going.
That's it.
He's going.
That's it. He's got it.
He's going.
Denny
He's going to get out of it.
How did he get out of that?
Away. He escaped.
Mounted position, Tom Denny. He's got distance.
What a move by Karalexis to avoid the rear naked choke.
Tell you what, it looked like he was going. He was dropping down, going prone, and then all of a sudden he had enough to turn to his stomach and he got loose.
Well, it's very clear in this first round, now on into the second round. Karalexis wants to stand up, Denny wants to keep it on the mat, and Denny has swung the tempo in his favor here.
Let's work, gentlemen. Let's
We're
work.
going to see if Thomas Denny can take care of business. He's got to posture up. He's got to land some shots. There it is. There's an elbow on the inside. It was an uppercut elbow. Alex is in big trouble here because it's a very high mount that Thomas Denny has right under the armpits.
Needs to pivot, get his feet on the fence, and maybe he can buck.
Yeah, because Denny's going to land one of those elbows and he's going to crack something
Let's
open.
work.
There's no doubt Denny knows what to do while here.
Lots of fingers.
I like it. He's going to smother the face there a little bit, make it hard to breathe.
That's one of those little dirty tricks that's actually legal.
Let's work, guys. Let's work. Gotta work.
Their Josh Rosenthal telling them you got to work, and they do now. Moving to the fence right in front of us.
Right there.
Thomas Denny, patient, finally got Alex on the floor. And Alex not being able to block those forearms now, but he almost rolls Thomas into an armbar. Denny goes
He gets away. Karalexis gets away.
Karalexis dumps him and gets out of the armbar. Amazing.
There's some power.
Karalexis now
Always raining down.
punch after punch.
What a crazy round this has been.
To go from almost winning to now being savaged.
Get your right knee in. Right knee, push away on his hip.
It looked like Denny on 2 occasions had Karalexis here in this round, but it is now Karalexis on top, and he's throwing the leather with just over a minute to go in the second round.
Denny staying out of trouble right now. Little grinding shots there by the left hand of Alex.
He's working more effectively when he's able to get in those blows to the body. That's a good right hand that Karalexis has.
Karalexis gets back control over Denny.
And those are some bombs.
Yeah, those are coming all the way from Boston. Oh, no, not behind the head.
Karalexis continues to work the side and now tries to go with the right to the head.
Oh, he's forcing this. I don't know if he should be forcing this.
See, Thomas is going to set a trap.
He's already got him.
Yeah.
He's got him over the top already. A little bit high.
Thomas is going to set a trap, and he's going to get top control again. Kimura attempt there by Alex, but it's not going to go anywhere. Denny is going to get the back of Alex's if Alex isn't careful here.
5 seconds to go in this round. We're going to round 3.
Wow, what a round. Some great action in that.
Back to the corner.
Alex Karalexis and Thomas Denny putting on a show here in the second round. Karalexis twice, it looked like it was over for him in that second round.
Yeah, Denny started to establish himself very well there. Nearly had him in that rear naked choke, but Karalexis able to weather the storm, get back to his feet. Then they did the roly-poly, each of them having turns on top, but neither one of them being able to put the other away.
Well, Denny did a lot of good work in that, and he had the fight close to being won, but Alex hustled back.
And you wonder when you think you're on the cusp of winning the fight, and suddenly it's taken away and you're getting beat on. You just got to wonder how frustrating is that, and does that take you out of your game plan and hurt your confidence?
Well, there's one thing is that I think that Denny was closer to finishing the fight with that choke.
Absolutely.
He was totally, I mean,
It appeared he had maybe a second or two to go. It was that close.
Yeah, it looked like he was just slowly going out.
And then Alex escaped. I would have to say Denny won that second round because of the technique. But Alex, he hustled back. So I think this fight is up for grabs here in the third.
Ready? Let's fight.
You look at Thomas Denny, Alex Karalexis in the red as we go into this, the third and final round, scheduled for 5 more minutes. In what has been a very close fight. You figure Karalexis with the first round, Denny possibly the second round.
Denny really smart there with the low kick because he doesn't really care if Alex grabs his legs and takes him down because that's what he wants. He wants to take this fight to the floor, work some jiu-jitsu. But to stand there and wait isn't the trick. You don't want to wait with a guy. An obvious shot like that is easier to defend. But Denny does get him on the ground. He's got a half a butterfly guard. Look for Denny to try and sweep him to the side.
Karalexis at times has just shown pure brute strength to get out of some of this.
Yeah, he has.
And now he's got him up against the fence directly in front of you there, Kenny.
Right here, we can see them up close and personal.
Yeah, well, I got a white shirt on. Hopefully they don't get cut here. So
Let's work, guys. Let's work. Gotta work to advance.
Work, Thomas. Open that up. 1 minute. Right there. 4 foot through.
it looks like Karalexis is getting ready to set up. And Thomas Denny going up high, but Karalexis
Here's
posturing up.
Karalexis.
Yeah, he
Postured up nice.
Yeah, he postured up nice.
Watch it in the middle.
There you go. Nice.
Continues to throw those right hooks to the side of the wild man here, right in front of us.
Yeah, Denny might want to use one of his feet up against the cage to try and spin him around in this position.
Set it up right here.
Tom is going to be standing up here.
I like that left hook.
Yeah, he's using that right arm to try and stand up. Karalexis blasting away to the ribs there with the right and the left.
Come on, Thomas. Got to get that arm through. You got to keep walk
Here come the elbows. That'll do more damage than anything of the elbows, the short elbows.
Yeah, Thomas is ready to block those.
Karalexis trying to work in that guard better to get in position.
Yeah, but Karalexis is preventing him from standing up by trapping his right arm so he can't lean up on it. But there's not a great deal of action here except for the small body punches. We may
Let's work,
see a
guys. Let's
restart.
work to advance the positions here,
Oh,
guys.
and that's
Advance
where the punching
positions.
is. The
There's the
elbow.
elbow that you talked about. And again, an elbow.
Here it comes. He's working his way up again.
2.5 minutes left, Thomas. Come on, Thomas.
Thomas has got the butterfly guard for a second, thinking of the sweep, nothing doing.
Let's work, guys. Let's
Karalexis
work.
with good top control here.
Gotta advance the position.
Still over 2 minutes to go in this, the third and final round.
work, guys. Let's
Karalexis
work.
on
Let's
top
work.
right
Let's
now
work.
of Denny
Come
in
on.
what is a close fight.
Gotta advance the position here.
Is certainly the round that will decide it.
2 minutes left. Thomas, come
This
on.
round is definitely going to Karalexis. Karalexis has been the more aggressive. He's
Clean
kept
break,
the fight.
clean break.
He got a restart and up. And I like that. Karalexis didn't like that.
Man dancing, dude. Let's go.
Referee
Let's go.
Josh
Let's fight.
Rosenthal
Let's
says we're
fight.
standing back up, and so here they go. Under 2 minutes to go in this fight.
There's a flying knee and another knee by Denny. Denny's got the tie clinch. Denny gets taken down.
No damage, Karalexis.
Denny's got a
gets the
guillotine
takedown.
choke. I don't know if he's got it locked. Oh, it looks like he's got some problems. Alex Karalexis may be on the verge of tapping out from that guillotine.
Look at that left arm, Thomas Denny. You see the guillotine there. Is he going to lock it in? His corner is screaming to Denny that he's going out. He almost had Karalexis back in the second round.
No, he doesn't have it because he doesn't have the arm over the throat. He's got the wrist under the throat.
The chin's under now. Oh, nope, still there.
No, but see,
There it goes.
there he goes. He popped out. And now, how much energy did Thomas use to try and sink that?
They have to go all out with 48 seconds left.
That was a good attempted submission, but not enough to pull this round out.
No, it's been tough because Denny
Work, guys. Don't
hasn't
leave
been
the
able to solve the
judges
puzzle
here. You
of
guys
getting
work.
off his
Let's do
back
this.
and keeping this fight standing and landing a shot.
Come on,
Legs
guys.
moving
Don't
up
leave it to the
again.
judges. I know you
Maybe
guys
a
don't
late
want that.
submission
Let's do
attempt.
this.
Karalexis with 39 fewer pro fights than Thomas Denny. But you wouldn't know it from watching the action here tonight.
Looking to try to bring him back down to the ground, but no scoring going on here.
This is going to wrap up this way. Less than 5 seconds to go in this fight.
And nothing there. That won't score. That was after the bell.
The slam after the bell. This fight is over. Alex Karalexis thinks he's won it.
Back, baby.
It does look like Alex has won this fight.
And there you see Thomas, the Wild Man Denny, in his corner.
Okay, here we have Thomas Wildman Denny, and this is right at the bell. Lifts up Alex and actually slams his own head into the floor, too.
But that happened after the bell when he brought him down, so he won't get credit for that takedown. Another good view of it here. Karalexis here just trying to hang on for the time to run out, and he was able to get there. And you can see him break into a smile as they congratulate each other. Tough fight.
It was
good
a tough fight. Yeah, it was a great fight, a good technical fight. It was obvious what Denny's game plan was early on, but then the irony was that Karalexis wanted the fight on the mat in the third round.
Well, Alex Karalexis, on 3 occasions, looked like he might lose on a submission to Thomas Denny, and then he was able to get out of all 3.
He was, and how is that going to factor with the judges? The judges are going to see the Thomas Denny system.
Thomas Denny right in front of us. He's talking about coming back just 3 months, which is pretty amazing after bicep surgery.
Yeah, that is pretty damn amazing.
And there you see the 2 gladiators hug in the middle of the ring. Is an impressive showing for Karalexis tonight against Denny. And now, with the official announcement, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, John Sanders, scores the bout 29-28. Justin Levin scores the bout 29-27. And Ralph McKnight sees the bout 30-27. All 3 in favor of the winner, Alex the Assassin Karalexis.
Alex Karalexis, you could see him nodding his head as Jimmy was reading. As soon as that was announced that it was a unanimous decision, he was nodding. He knew, because based on that first round, if nothing else, that was his fight then.
This was clearly a fight in which both men were tested and survived some close calls. In the end, Alex Karalexis got the win to improve his record to 7-2. Up next, it's a battle between the Brazilian pitbull Glover Teixeira and Jack Morrison. Stick around, there's more World Extreme Cage Fighting Exposed coming up. Welcome back to The Cage and World Extreme Cage Fighting Exposed. I'm Ron Kruk. Being affiliated with the Pit Fight team is instant credibility for a young fighter. For Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist Glover Teixeira, the Pit and its trainers have helped him evolve into a more tactical and complete fighter. His evolution was displayed when he took on Jack Morrison. Here's Kenny Rice and Olympic gold medalist Jeff Blatnick.
He's been training locally with Robert Bullet Breslin for about the past 18 months, getting ready for this pro debut. And here comes his opponent, Glover Teixeira, who's 3-2 in his career, native of Brazil. For the last 4 years, he's been into mixed martial arts. Said he started watching UFC action and got excited about it, wanted to learn more about it. With the blessing of his wife, Ingrid, he went to work.
And yeah, he went Brazil to Connecticut to California, finally winding up with the Pit Fight team. Watched him on the ground. Jiu-Jitsu is his game. And he said the UFC, as so many other MMA fighters have, been inspired by watching it. Now they're doing it.
26-year-old Teixeira going up against Jack Morrison. And we get ready for this one. Ring announcer Scott Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a light heavyweight bout. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 200 pounds, standing 5 feet 11 inches. For the Bullet NHB fight team out of Bakersfield, California, Jack Morrison. And in the red corner, weighing in at 204.5 pounds, standing an even 6 feet tall, the Pit Fight team with a record of 3-2, Glover, the Brazilian Pitbull Teixeira. Our referee for this bout is Nathan Goulian.
All right, you guys know the rules. I want good, clean fight. Sorry. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Go back to your corners. Come out fighting at the bell. All right.
Well, you take a look at Glover Teixeira, 26 years old, 3-2 as a pro. He's gotten good in a hurry with MMA. He's teaching some as well now. As you look at Jack Morrison, this is his first pro fight. Jeff, as you mentioned, he's won tough man contests. He's had experience in karate. Ready? He says his strength is his striking ability and his heart. And we will see as round one is underway. It is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. And as expected, Teixeira wants to take this to the mat quickly, and he does.
That'd be the first thing I want to do against a guy that was a tough man champion. Shorter rounds, wants to strike. How much ground experience does he have? But you got to know that Breslin, the Bullet Breslin, is going to be teaching him how to do the ground game. So he has got some ground game if he has been, approved by Breslin to fight here. But you're going up against a Brazilian. They know the ground game as well. Pit Fight team famous for their ground game, and here taking the back of Morrison, and we could be looking at the end here very quickly.
It's Glover Teixeira working here early on Morrison.
And Morrison did a good thing. He went to guard, but he's in full mount. Excuse me, he went to his back, but he's in full mount. And he's getting tagged now.
Those punches are getting in there. You see some redness already on the left side of Morrison. And Teixeira is going to work in the ground and pound. And I mean, he's pounding. There's some leather landing. As you see the cut on the left eye, it's growing.
Every one of those strikes now is going to open that up. And he is not dislodging Teixeira at all.
Teixeira in total control of this fight.
Well, if you like bull riding, this one's getting ridden and controlled and tapped out.
Jack Morrison in his pro debut taps out here in the first round. Glover Teixeira took it to the ground, went to the pound, and he pounded and pounded till he ended this fight.
Now that showed some supreme technique on top there. Once he got to the full mount, couldn't shake him. Had the knees driven up under the armpits, raining blows. And right there, when he went from the stomach to his back, he did not do it to get the guard. He just did it to avoid just getting punched in the side of the head. And good Lord, Glover Teixeira able to stay right on top and just rain blows down unimpeded.
Wow, did that show experience and inexperience, how quick it can happen?
Absolutely, no question about it.
Jack Morrison here.
You can see him, he takes his back, got the heel hooks in, immediately gets the rear naked choke, and an immediate tap out by Morrison.
That's it, is Glover Teixeira going to work and running his record to 4-2. Dominating this fight against the newcomer Jack Morrison, new certainly to the mixed martial arts world.
Due to a tap out, our winner is Glover, the Brazilian Pitbull Teixeira!
As you see Jack Morrison now making his way out of the cage in his pro debut, and a good look at Glover Teixeira. Yesterday I said, do you know much about your opponent? He said, I don't know much. My strategies always go to the ground. That's my strength.
You've got a feel for Jack Morrison, who is making his MMA debut. Not only does he enter the cage for the first time against a very strong fighter, but Teixeira's got the Iceman Chuck Liddell in his corner. That couldn't have helped his confidence. Our next bout matches up UFC veteran and submission expert John the Natural Alessio against the Russian nightmare Alex Serdyukov. Fight fans were anticipating some major bombs dropped in this one, and the two didn't disappoint.
John Alessio has a nickname that he shares with the great Randy Couture, and that is The Natural. And he's actually, in kickboxing, undefeated. In grappling, undefeated. And he's got a pretty respectable record in MMA of 23 wins and 9 losses. A lot of fights, a lot of experience, coming off a decision loss to Diego Sanchez that was actually a very good performance for Alessio. And he can bang, and he loves to bang, and I think we're going to see some standing fireworks in this one when he takes on Alex the Russian Nightmare Serdyukov.
I'll tell you what, we've seen this happening in this card, a great card with the WEC, and that is some very experienced veterans taking on some very young and up-and-comers. And the up-and-comers have done pretty well so far. So Alessio better be on his top game, and he has a great game. Well-rounded, great on the ground, good in the standing position, and of course, all that experience.
Lots of experience coming into the cage now is Alex Serdyukov from Apex Jiu-Jitsu. Like we said before, he's 8-2 in mixed martial arts. Kickboxing, he's undefeated 1-0. Coming off a decision loss to Brian Ebersol, but he can take care of business in a variety of ways. We saw him submit Mark Weir here in WEC last year, and it was with an arm triangle choke, so he likes to bang and likes to do submissions. He's pretty much got a full toolbox at only 10 professional mixed martial art fights.
And making a move in weight class as well is Serdyukov.
Yeah, he's jumping up to middleweight. Alessio has fought at middleweight and welterweight, so this is kind of a catch weight for these guys, 175.
Let's go now, the official introductions, Jimmy.
All right, fans, here we go. WEC welterweights in the cage. We're scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches. He weighed in at 175 pounds. He's a submission fighter with a record of 23 wins and 9 losses. Fighting out of Millennia Jiu-Jitsu and hailing from British Columbia in Canada, please welcome John, the Natural Alessio. And his opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches. He weighed in at 175 pounds. A mixed martial artist, joining us in the traditions of kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. His record stands at 8 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Apex Jiu-Jitsu and hailing from Laguna Niguel, California, please welcome Alex, the Russian Nightmare Serdyukov. Our referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal, now to give instructions.
Gentlemen, any last-minute questions? All right, I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves all times. Touch gloves. Let's do this.
I've been waiting for this one for a while. This is a great matchup.
On paper, this might be the best one.
Yeah, 2 young guys. There's an experience factor going to Alessio, but Serdyukov is on the way up, and it's going to be a real huge clash. And I think the winner of this is going to factor heavily into WEC.
And remember, he used to be a middleweight. He's down now to welterweight, Serdyukov.
Serdyukov coming in, wanted to strike. See it right away, and Alessio picks him right up, but doesn't take it down yet.
Alessio has him against the fence. Serdyukov.
This is where a long body can do very well, is once in the sprawl position, the length gives you a lot of leverage.
Very similar builds, these two as well.
But there's definitely a height advantage for Serdyukov.
Serdyukov said he needs to pressure Alessio. To have a chance, he's got to pressure. And you can see him being definitely the aggressor.
Serdyukov now trying to make this a stand-up.
Alex is really doing the right thing so far against John. You know, there's a certain reach advantage Alex has got too in the standing. And the Muay Thai clinch is going to favor the taller man as well.
Serdyukov still using those knees.
And that reach is definitely getting to Alessio.
Yeah, it really is, because Alessio can't counter because he doesn't have the lift. Although he got a little shot in there, got to be real careful.
He's got like that Ken Norton defense in boxing where he crosses his arms under to keep the knees from striking. Then he comes out of that to get a couple quick shots and goes right back to it.
It was actually originated by the great Archie Moore, but Ken Norton used it so well in fighting Muhammad Ali 3 times.
Oh, some big shots by Alessio there.
So Alessio is finding the range now. He's moving his head side to side in the punching exchange. Look at that takedown defense from the Whizzer. Wow. Alessio shot down the takedown. Wow.
See, none of those knees are even coming close. Both hands in the way, and Alessio now starting to assert himself.
Knee when he's close, elbow when he's blocking the knee.
Alex is coming in unafraid of the punching power of John Alessio. Alessio finally gets the takedown.
Well, we'll see now how Alessio can go to work on the mat.
Serdyukov said he is a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, so he'll need that here to defend himself against Alessio.
Let's keep that half good.
Serdyukov threw the punches and the knees, but they really weren't that effective on Alessio here in the first round.
Alessio gets back control. This is really a tricky position. Alex is doing the perfect right thing. You're just going to use gravity and sweat to lubricate the slip-off of Alessio. Alessio's going to use a lot of energy, but Alessio got him finally on the mat again, but Alessio lost the right leg hook.
Drive him right into the fence, so he's stacked up.
Alessio is going to probably think about armbar, too.
There's the arm. He's looking at it now.
He's going to work on it.
Keep those legs deep, buddy.
Get your right leg free and circle your left.
Keep breathing. Keep those legs deep.
One thing I like about Alex is really listens to his corner. Uh-oh. Now, Alessio's got a great position here. Both hooks in, up against the fence. He got the choke.
He's going for the choke.
That's a tough position.
You know, he doesn't have it yet because Alex has got the chin in, so he's still defending, but now he's up. He's going to get choked out here. This is going to be very difficult.
Alessio trying to end it here in the first round.
Oh, he escaped. Unbelievable.
He gets around.
Serdyukov reverses.
The Russian Nightmare did a fantastic reversal, got out of imminent danger there. Alessio looked to for sure have the rear naked choke.
Alessio will score points with the judges, though. That was a great attempt.
Very close to winning. There was a day when fighters got into that position, Jeff, and you were around in the old UFC days. That was it. You knew. Foregone conclusion. Once a guy got back control and the arm under the chin like that, and now we're seeing guys escape.
We've seen it twice tonight where we thought it was going to end with a rear naked choke, and both times.
Serdyukov now. Reversing position.
Now trying.
Yes.
Can't quite get it in there yet.
Yeah, Alessio, I think, is going to be smart here. He keeps his hands in good position. I was impressed how he stopped all those knees. He just kept those hands down.
Yeah. It looked like Alessio, a minute ago, was going to win this by choking him out, and Serdyukov has come right back.
Yeah, Serdyukov wasn't even close to getting that. But he still got the back of Alessio. He got the reversal. Alessio on top. Now, that was a good forearm that landed.
You could feel the thump.
Yes, you could. Alex thinking triangle choke here. Trying to sneak that right leg behind the neck of John Alessio.
That was a nice left. 5 seconds to go in this round.
This has been such a good technical round for both guys.
Clean break, clean break.
Excellent round. I would have to get
it to be even.
I would have to give that to John Alessio because he came real close to ending this fight with that choke.
I agree. Best move of the round.
This after Serdyukov basically controlled the opening seconds by going with his strikes to try to take control.
What I really liked about the thing that Alex did in the early part of this fight is that he was aggressive with the strikes. And sometimes the aggressive striker is, that's the best kind of takedown defense. Like here he was pushing Alessio back. Alessio was parrying a lot of those, but a few of them, like that jab, got in. But Alessio started to find his range and his distance and was trying to counter over the top. Couldn't get the takedown early on, though.
Also, I'm noticing Alex's punches are coming in from the outside. They're kind of winging in. They're not straight linear punches.
And here we had this, the koala bear defense.
The ostrich. Put the head in the ground.
Yeah, right. We're getting into the animal kingdom once again here at WEC.
Later on is the Rhino and the Vanilla Gorilla. Sincade defending his WEC World Light Heavyweight Championship against Doug Marshall. Right now, second round action underway. Alessio and Serdyukov. Serdyukov with the knee.
That's it.
Alessio's got great defense against strike standing. But the problem is that he hasn't been able to counter just to block punch. Now look at that. That was a beautiful duck under and takedown. Beautiful.
And what he did is he timed it beautifully. He let Alex come walking right into him, so all he had to do was drop. He didn't need to take a penetration step. His opponent provided it to him.
And we got the butterfly guard, half butterfly guard, and look at Serdyukov is going to try and stack up high. He's going for, he's trying for position here, trying for an omoplata or a triangle. Trying to sneak that right leg behind the neck of Alessio. Alessio's a little too savvy at this point for that.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. Do you, right?
No. I mean, because look, he keeps his elbows in to defend.
Oh, good kick there, though, by Serdyukov.
That was illegal. He was on the ground.
Yeah.
That might be a penalty right there. That should be a penalty.
Josh Rosenthal quickly moving in to warn him.
Down, all right? Okay, you can't be kicking up like that while his knees are still down, all right? I'm going to warn you this time and take a point next time, all right? Don't let me do that.
It's only going to be a warning. It's going to be a warning.
Thank God, because, you know, it was a natural instinct, because the upkick is a great weapon for guys standing over you. But if anything other than the soles of his feet are touching the ground, a.k.a. his knees, he's a down opponent, can't kick him.
3-point stance is definition of a downed opponent.
Nice low kick there by Serdyukov.
Serdyukov again trying with the low kick.
You know, he should go there again because that low kick already landed twice hard. And look, going for that double. Oh!
Nice whizzer that time. Got it over.
You know, that was great because it looked like Alessio was going to get the takedown. Then he pulled the whizzer and bam.
It's almost like a judo move there. The leg up the middle there and try to get rotation as you lift.
Right. Very hard without the gi, too.
Extremely hard without the gi.
You got to have a real good bicep grip strength around that other arm.
That leg elevating helps a lot, too. Because once you get him in the air, the arm will stay there.
And now will we see the mounted position by Alex? We're close. He's almost got that right leg out, but John Alessio is preventing that. Alessio is really crafty from the bottom. Side control by Serdyukov. This has been a good round for Alex.
Knee to the side here is also not too bad.
Look at that rollover. That was beautiful because right when he thought he had mount, Alessio made his move. Bam. On top. In the guard.
And that's experience talking there.
Exactly.
He laid a trap. He waited for him to walk through the door.
Alessio in his 33rd pro fight. This is the 11th for Serdyukov.
I'll tell you, this is a very even fight. These two are very well matched.
We knew it was going to be good. We knew it was going to be technical. We're seeing a stepping up by Alex. We're seeing a great display of veteran savvy by Alessio.
Side.
And Alessio's only 27 years old, we're saying savvy.
Hips down. Don't let him get that. He's trying to climb up the fence.
Uh-oh. Look at this. It's a problem, but it's not a submission. Now he can throw up kicks from here. Alessio faking the axe kick, trying to open up position. Alessio's got to be careful not to get kicked in the face there, trying to jump in over the guard. Don't want to jump in anything like a triangle choke.
Alessio moving right back in. Yeah. Serdyukov is able to get up again.
He's got a good Muay Thai clinch.
Tries for the knee, got a right in there. He comes back. This is Serdyukov at his best. He's scoring hexes, and he's able to get those in.
I don't know if Alessio was trying to take a break or something there, but he got clocked a couple times.
Yeah, he did, and he got taken down again. So Alex is definitely winning this round.
26-year-old Alex Serdyukov on top here.
Mounted position.
He's mounting and he's trying for the ground and pound action.
But one thing that Alessio has is he's got the fence within his reach of his feet.
They're extended at the moment. I wish he was a little closer. He could get his hips really high.
Yeah. Well, he's
try to buck him off.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of elbow attempts there. Serdyukov staying busy. We're going to see a flip over. He's got to be very careful.
Come on, Johnny.
He's able to get some of those in.
You gotta work.
And he continues to throw the punches.
Show me something.
Now he's away from the fence. He's got nothing.
He's He's got 15 seconds left, and he's going to try and blitz and get him out of there.
Can't get those elbows in, though.
No,
Alessio's covered up too good.
Yeah, he's shielding very well here.
I'll tell you what, this is scoring huge points with the judges.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't a 10-8 round, but it would have been close if he would have rocked him real good.
Alex Serdyukov.
And it seemed like one small break by Alessio where he came away and he got clocked that one time and he tried to back away, and from that point on, it seemed like Serdyukov really scored. He got him into the side, pounded on him, got a takedown, and then just started right here. Exactly. Backed him up, and then from this point on, it's been all Serdyukov. Look at those.
Good lefts there by Serdyukov.
And then this.
You know, I think that this fight, the tide has turned a little bit.
It's like Alessio broke.
Yeah, it was very close in that first round. I would have to say Alessio won that first one. But this next one, you're right. That's a good way to phrase it. It's like he broke him a little bit, and Alessio's got to get back. He's got to make a comeback now.
This is the deciding round for sure. The third round coming up. 5-minute round is scheduled for.
Go back to what he was doing well, takedowns. Wait for him to come in and catch him on the way in.
Oh, there's a good right by Alessio.
But it was one shot. No, that was it. That was it.
Alessio going to work watermelon, turning that around and smartly. He wants to stand him back up. He's the striker now.
He's got to get busy and hit him on the chin again, because go to the body. You can't pay dividends in the third round. You got to do it now.
Alex's eyes are.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's ready to go.
He's ready to go still.
He should stand up. Alessio should stand back up. He's going to choke him out. You know, Alex really he basically got knocked out for a second by that right hand.
And it was a sneaky right hand.
Yeah. And Alessio, I thought, was smart in making sure he stands him right back up. Don't let this go to the ground.
Yeah, because this is not going to be good for Alessio to finish the fight, because Alex can tie him up here and neutralize the shots to the chin. Uh-oh. He's going for an armbar here. He doesn't really have it.
Yeah, but this is a good way to keep from being punched.
Exactly. Alessio should have stood back up and taken it to standing again and tried to knock him out.
Alessio charged out. Briefly had control here of this fight in the third round. Almost knocked Serdyukov out.
Yeah, he dropped him like a sack on his knees. Okay, and it's going to be really hard for Serdyukov to get out of this. Really? He ain't going to get out of this.
And Alessio finish it off.
He's got him. He's got him.
He's going to choke him out here.
He's trying everything he can, but he's got him. He's got him.
It's over. Alessio with the choke. Wow. Alessio losing the second round. Serdyukov looking so good, and then Alessio coming out throwing the punches early on, and then chokes out a very game Alex Serdyukov to pick up his 24th win.
That was every bit as dynamic a fight as we expected.
And you got to wonder, did Alessio find out something about himself in that fight? Something of a new level, being able to survive and bring back the ability to, pinpoint accuracy right
Look
there.
Look at
that right hand was right on the jaw, and that's what turned the tide big time. As a matter of fact, if he would have stood back, he would have made him stand back up and knocked him out. That was right on the jaw. Actually, the left hand didn't help matters either.
Yeah, grazed him.
But that was the beginning of the end. If he hadn't been rocked like that, he may have been able to escape the choke. But
there you see the tap. He's reaching like crazy, and now you'll see his left hand should be coming up right there. There's the tap right there.
He lasted so long with that choke in there. I bet that Alexis is really good at deep sea diving.
Free diving.
Because he held on for so long and that choke was on. Wow.
Let's go in the ring now, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 52 seconds in round number 3. A rear naked choke ends this contest. The fighter taps out. The winner by way of submission, John, the Natural Alessio.
Well, would you say, guys, that experience wins out in this? The Natural, John Alessio, defeating Alex Serdyukov.
Yeah,
in the third.
I think experience was a big deal in this, but I'm telling you, man, that was an incredible fight.
Proving once again things can change in an instant in mixed martial arts, John Alessio survived the strong Russian's attack and pulled off the rear naked choke for a hard-fought win. I think we all need a break after that fight. Stick around, there's more World Extreme Cage Fighting Exposed coming up. Welcome back to World Extreme Cage Fighting Exposed. Mentally and physically, it's been a brutal year for Poppies the Tachi Kid Martinez. During various fights, he tore his ACL in his knee, hyperextended his elbow, dislocated his shoulder, and suffered ligament damage in his hands. All that while dealing with the deaths of his uncle, longtime coach Sam Ochoa. Martinez looked to get back on the winning track when he took on Gigo Jara. Let's go back to California and Kenny Rice, Jeff Blatnick, and Steven Quadros.
Cole Escovedo moving to the bantamweight ranks. That's what opened this up, and we'll see who the new welterweight champ of the Native American title is going to be as the fighters make their way to the cage here. And here comes Jara. Gigo Jara from Sacramento, California. 31 years of age, a record of 3-3 in his career. He calls himself the Little Animal.
And with a name like Gigo, you know, he's going to probably have his own action figure at some point. The Little Animal.
He is orthodox. Straight right hand is his best. He likes the jab, straight right hook as a combination. And if a takedown appears, he'll take it to the ground.
And now making his way to the ring, as always expected, a member of the Teixeira tribe, Poppies the Tachi Kid Martinez, from right here in Lemoore, California, a record of 7-2, coming off a victory just last month. And getting a shot here now at the welterweight Native American title.
And Poppies Martinez continues to improve. Had a run of some bad luck with some fights, but his last fight out, came right out and took the man down, got some good strikes in, and then hit a slick armbar to win the fight at Hitman, WEC Hitman.
Martinez said afterward he needed that. He needed it for his head to get back in the game and get his confidence back, and indeed he did. As you look at Poppies Martinez, always a very popular fighter here in his hometown of Lemoore.
Poppies Martinez has got a striking resemblance to a boxer from the 70s and 80s by the name of Roberto Duran. And what he really likes to do is he does like to bang, but he knows now through some of his wins and some of his losses to work on his jiu-jitsu, to work on his wrestling, to round out his game, and he's been doing that, and he showed that with his submission victory in his last fight against Troy Miller.
So here comes Poppies Martinez now making his way to the cage. We could be here about another 20 minutes if we talk about all the injuries that he has overcome in less than a year. A torn anterior cruciate ligament. If the knee injury wasn't enough, he's had ligament damage to his elbow, his shoulders. He's broken both hands. He's had personal tragedy with the sudden loss of his coach, Sam Ochoa, who passed away with a heart attack in the spring. A cousin passed away just last month, and he still talks about the strength of his people, his family, and his own convictions to get him through it all.
As sometimes it's hard to be a champion inside the cage, but it's also be hard to be a champion in life when all those kinds of things come down on you. And he's been able to weather that storm. Whatever criticism came with those tough performances here in the cage, and he seems to be back on track, and tonight will be another big test.
Well, I would have to say that Gigo won the ink contest so far.
I'm looking for the criteria in which you decide how you judge that.
I would say it's close to I'd say that's almost a draw, but maybe not.
Well, when you come to quantity, I don't know.
A lot of color over there, though.
A lot of color, yeah.
Gigo Jara, as you look at him, 3-3 is his record. Poppies Martinez, 7-2. Here with the official introduction, Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we present the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by the WEC in association with the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino and HDNET, made possible by the Teixeira Tribe and sponsored by Zions, along with Cobb 28, Warrior Wear, Tap Out, and Chin Check. Our judges at ringside for our featured bout, Ralph McKnight, John Sanders, Matt Smith, and our referee in charge is Josh Rosenthal. All right, fans, here we go. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled for the WEC Welterweight Native American Championship and our main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 165 pounds. He's a freestyle fighter with a record of 3 wins and 3 losses from Worsham Team X. Please welcome from Sacramento, California, introducing Gigo, the little animal Jara. And his opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the red corner in this championship main event. Standing 5 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 170 pounds. Joining us in the traditions of wrestling and jiu-jitsu, his record stands at 7 wins and 2 losses. Representing Ocho's Kempa Karate and Capital City Fighting Alliance, hailing from Lemoore, California, introducing the touchy kid, Poppies Martinez.
You don't have to listen long to figure out who the crowd is for here as you look at the very popular Poppies Tachi Kid Martinez.
Tell me, we have the rules in the back. Any last minute questions? I expect a clean fight, defend yourselves all times, obey my commands all times. Touch gloves, let's do this.
As we get ready for round 1. Martinez and Jara. The WEC Welterweight Native American Championship is on the line.
Fight!
And here we go.
And they touch gloves. Here we go.
I'm sure Jara is going to want to unleash some horror in this fight. That's what he's going to need to beat Poppies in the whole town.
Martinez takes him right against the fence, right here, near us. And takes him down.
Jara fighting tough to try and get back up, though.
Jara trying to dig in there with his left arm around the neck of Martinez.
Jara doesn't really have position to get anything from that, but what he's gonna try and do is use that as a base to stand back up.
Exactly.
He's made it difficult on Martinez to make his move once he took him to the mat.
Yeah, Martinez is getting good position now. Because once Jara has got his back to the floor, it's going to be difficult for him to stand back up because he's up against the fence now. Look at this. See, he can use the fence a little bit to scoot back up.
And that guillotine might be sinking. Nope, not there.
Yeah, you know, eventually that guillotine is going to start to add up if he decides to lock it up. But he stands back up. He stands back up, and Poppies tries to trip him down.
Big fence hole there. Saved him.
Oh, he's staying right there.
It's flagrant.
You see Josh Rosenthal get his hands away from there. He can't hold on, and Jara's trying to do that.
That would have been a takedown without question. That grab of the fence saved him.
Jara tried his own trip and got taken down, but Jara is scooting back up.
Jara Martinez now just inches from us right here.
Right in our living room.
Martinez right on top.
The Tachi Kid could do some tattooing right here.
Pardon the pun.
Hands out of the glove, hands out of the glove.
Well, you got to give
good overhead work there,
credit here.
Martinez.
Jara doing a nice job, not letting his hips stay down.
But Jara's got a choke on his neck right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? He could choke him out from here.
Martinez going to work Poppies. Martinez getting injured here in the first.
But he doesn't have the leg hooks in. And he let it go. He let it go. Jara got out of danger.
Strong effort by Martinez here in the first, but he couldn't finish it off. Can Jara try to take advantage?
Jara is really crafty on his back. Look at him going for the heel hook. Jara going for a heel hook right away. Poppies trying to roll out and go for his own heel hook.
Might have it. They're both going for it. Who's going to get this?
We haven't seen this kind of leg dueling in a while here at WEC. Jara on top. Jara getting into position where he can do his own damage now, chopping down with a right hand.
Continues to swing away, but blocking those is Martinez. He's able to keep those gloves up. They look better to the crowd than they actually are.
Poppies jumping back up and pulling guard.
Smart tactic. You don't want to stay there and take needless shots.
This has been a really great fight so far. And I would have to say that Gigo came to run sweep. Nice.
The sweep by Martinez. With every move that Poppies makes, the crowd cheers here in Lemoore.
Let's work, gentlemen. Let's advance the position.
See if he goes for posture here. Try to hips in, butt down, get the head up. There it is. This is where you can strike from.
Let's work, guys. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work, guys. Let's work. Let's work. Let's stay active here.
Gigo has really been tough here to land a good shot on so far for Poppies, who is on top.
Perhaps you heard Josh Rosenthal, the referee, telling him to stay active or he'll stand this fight back up. Under a minute to go here in the first round.
Let's work. Gotta advance the position.
Poppies blasting down with a few elbows.
Getting out front nice now.
The little animal hanging tough here near the end of round number 1.
Striking coming.
Now in position for Poppies.
Here he's corner telling Poppies Martinez use the elbows at that position. That's a ball. Now he backs up enough to get the punches in. There's one scoring by Martinez, and he's able to get 2 or 3 of those in. He's put a stinging here on Jara in the final seconds of this first round.
Got a side choke right now, and it's the end of round number 1, but he had a choke almost locked in.
Martinez and Jara in round 1, and there's some blood from Jara as he goes to his corner.
That was a great round for both guys, actually. But, you know, Martinez was in control at the end.
Seemed to take the upper hand, momentum swinging his way, got a lot of good scoring going down, and most of that came right here in that mount position late in the period. Raining blows down, most of them hitting. No real one big bomb, but collectively they add up.
That left was able to get in with the right there, and you see some combinations by Martinez to sting Jara in round 1.
One thing I like that Gigo did right here was even though he was high-mounted, he was able to buck and neutralize a lot of those shots.
There's Martinez.
And he's got Uriah Faber, who is the current WEC World Featherweight Champion, in his corner.
That doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't. Uriah Faber, one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen here in WEC.
Here we go, round 2, WEC welterweight Native American Championship on the line.
And Jara wants the brawl here, but eats a low kick by stepping in.
Martinez and a side choke here. And here they come back to the ring, back to the fence, right in front of us.
He's right into it already. Oh, he loses it.
He spins away, and now he's going to swing away. This is what this was turned into a brawl for a moment. And Martinez toe-to-toe for a few seconds. Now they'll try it again. Martinez misses with the right, a big right that misses by Jara.
Oh, got it there. Oh, a nice right by Martinez.
Swinging wildly, both fighters here.
A lot of misses here, a lot of misses.
Entertaining, but one of those haymakers connects and somebody's going down.
Nice leg kick. You should do more of that.
Jara gets hit with like a backhand punch.
I wonder if he stumbled as much as was hit, though, when he went down on his knee and quickly got back up. Martinez tries to get position and does, and takes him down again on the mat right in front of us here against the fence.
See if he gets posture again, head up.
Okay, what we got now is closed guard position for Jara on the bottom.
I think we got
Both guys breathing a little bit heavy from those shots.
Exactly. I think we got recovery time right now. There were a lot of punches thrown in that big flurry.
Yeah, they were both.
Tell you that literally that we know they're breathing hard because we can touch them if we wanted to reach through the fence.
Yeah, plus the breeze, you know. When they're that close, that means we're on camera too, but nonetheless, Jara opening up the guard now, thinking about options, thinking about triangle choke, using the fence now, trying to get away from the fence. Poppies getting into side.
Actually, it's half guard now.
Yeah, half guard, right.
This corner was screaming posture. Get the head up so you can punch.
Got advanced positions here. Let's work.
Fall down again.
Mount position. What will he be able to do? Can he get the back? And he's going for the choke. Jara,
look at this. He's going for the arm.
He's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it. You know what?
Poppies may have it.
And Jara is very limber, but he's turning the arm.
Staying in there and trying to fight it off, but Poppies Martinez
lost it.
Wow, he got
lost it.
out.
Just slipped away.
Wow.
Inches away from finishing this off.
Unbelievable.
It's there again if he steps over the head.
Yeah, exactly. Jara is a very wily vet. Even though he's 3-3, he's fighting with a lot of good defense against jiu-jitsu in this fight.
Gigo calls himself the little animal, and he was really tough there a minute ago to avoid the arm bar.
Poppies got the heel hook, but he doesn't have the right position of the knees, actually. And, you know, he's got to really get that knee bent.
Jara trying to do the same to Martinez.
Poppies stacking back up. Again, heel hook is very difficult to get unless you got a guy trapped up against the fence that can't roll out.
Full mount again.
Yeah, mount.
Let's work, guys. Let's work.
I mean, I give Jara a lot of credit. He's been in some tough positions and been able to survive.
Yes, he had arm bar again. But, you know, look at Jara getting away. Look at Jara.
Nice.
He's not going to get out of this one.
For the rear choke here.
There's no way he'll get out of this.
Martinez, can he finish it off here in this second?
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Poppies Martinez is the new WEC welterweight Native American champion.
Wow.
Poppies Martinez choking out Jara here in the second.
He continues to get better.
You know, Gigo was tough.
Yeah. But Martinez now style is opening up. He can bang, and now he's got some dangerous submissions.
His fans put him to the mat as they charge into the cage to offer congratulations. And they love him. Poppies Martinez, the most popular fighter on display here in WEC action in Lemoore.
Yeah, that was an incredible finish to a really outstanding fight.
And there you see the belt that goes to the WEC welterweight Native American champ, Poppies, the Tachi Kid Martinez. We'll go back to the ring, and Jimmy Lennon Jr. will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 3 minutes, 52 seconds in round number 2. Our referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal, recognizes the tap out as a rear naked choke ends this contest. The winner by way of submission. He is now the WEC welterweight Native American champion, the Tachi Kid, Poppies Martinez.
Poppies Martinez is the new champ as he gets a hug from Jara. Martinez almost ended Jara with an arm bar. Instead, it's the rear naked choke that does it in the second.
Yeah, but this brawling is what was the exciting thing. He went for this arm bar, and, you know, Gigo just willed his way out of this thing because this was so locked.
And then there, the rear naked choke. Gets in behind him deep, has it sunk and locked, and there you see the left hand tapping. And Tachi Kid, Poppies Martinez, your winner.
The victory for Martinez not only halted a 3-fight winless streak, but also gave him the WEC Welterweight Native American Championship. Our last bout matches up former University of Louisville football player Jeremy Freitag and Anthony El Toro Ruiz. A veteran fighter with intense ground and pound skills, Ruiz was ready to put on a show, while Freitag was looking to make a name for himself with a solid win over an established fighter. Once again, here's Kenny Rice, the fight professor, Stephen Quadros, Jeff Blatnick with the call.
Well, fans, at this time, we present a WEC light heavyweight attraction in the cage. We are scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner. He is standing 6 feet 1 inch and weighed in at 205 pounds. He is a freestyle fighter with a record that is even up with 3 wins and 3 losses. Representing the Capital City Fighting Alliance from Sacramento, California, introducing Jeremy Freitag. And his opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 3 inches. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 205 pounds even. He is a veteran freestyle fighter with a record of 13 wins and 9 losses. Representing Team Voodoo and hailing from Oakhurst, California, introducing the A-Train, Anthony Ruiz. And once again, our referee in charge of the bout is Josh Rosenthal, 3 5-minute rounds.
And here we go, Freitag and Ruiz getting ready to get it on here. Light heavyweights in WEC action.
Ready?
There's Ruiz, and round 1 is underway.
The old touching of the gloves.
See who finds the range here with the hands.
Freitag, the southpaw, right foot in front. It's going to be the right jab from Jeremy. Interesting spelling of Jeremy. Ouch!
Ruiz getting a kick in.
These guys are throwing everything they can into those low kicks.
Freitag misses with that. Gets him against the fence and tries to go with the knee against Ruiz.
I think we're going to see a lot of action in this fight until somebody gets tired.
This is where you fatigue yourself. You're leaning in like that. And he puts himself to his back.
You know, he tried for an over-the-shoulder suplex, and it just didn't quite happen.
Actually, it looked like he tried to trip him to the right. There was no rotation whatsoever. Just straight down to his back.
Now he's on his back, and elbows will be a factor here in WEC.
Freitag on his back. Ruiz trying to get those shots in.
Freitag not in a good position all the way in a corner of the cage. Freitag standing back up, getting a underhook there.
Trying to get that other one in, and does he?
And they're all the way over in Ruiz's corner, which is probably the worst place to be when it comes to fighting an opponent, is in their corner.
And look at Jeremy Freitag going for a knee bar. Doesn't really have it. Doesn't have the right position for that.
Now he's got a chance. Now he's got a chance.
Now he's got a chance for a good knee bar, but he's got to get his hips into position and arch his back. No, he's not going to get it. I hope he doesn't waste a lot of that energy trying to get that, because now he's for sure not going to get it. He's going to eat some punches here.
Ruiz is going to make him pay here as he continues to pound away. Ruiz on top of Freitag.
Freitag needs to just tuck and roll forward here.
This is not a good situation.
No, he's got to put his hips up high and tuck and roll or get out of there. Freitag
takes him right back to the mat.
Freitag on the bottom, trying to scoot up on the fence once again.
And Ruiz.
Ruiz is, he's a little bit too close to do anything, and the fence is going to be a distraction. He hit the floor right there. That must have hurt.
Those are 2 good sized bars right there. And there he's going for the arm bar.
But the arm isn't upside down. It's got to be upside down in order to get that arm bar.
Yeah. Big guys with very little room to work in that corner, across the way from us.
I think Ruiz should just unload with that right hand. His face is wide open.
I agree with you, yeah. I'd be throwing hammer punches right there.
He's trying for an armbar that doesn't exist. He'll just hit him. Okay. Freitag basically doesn't have anything with the arm. He's basically let that go and get out of position because he doesn't have the arm.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's just let go of that arm.
Ruiz now pounding hard.
And those are heavy.
Yeah, those are, even those will hurt your wrist. If you put your hand up like that and you got all that leverage from the top like Ruiz does.
Covering up.
Ruiz dominating right here.
The A train on track here in the first round as Ruiz continues to pound away.
Ruiz has got to be careful here because some of these are landing and most of them aren't. And he's throwing so many punches. If he punches himself out, he's going to regret this in round number 2.
But on the ribs, you heard that thud, the one that you know penetrates and goes all the way through the body. Freitag taking some pounding.
We're going to see how durable Freitag is in taking those shots. Freitag's got to get back to his feet. But, you know, right here, he doesn't have the leverage to do that. He should just relax. Because we've seen guys take those arm punches all day long to the ribs. It's hard to really stop a guy with one of those punches to the ribs.
Well, Ruiz is throwing a lot of punches, about 1 in 3 maybe landing here. But, Jeff, that's a big guy throwing some punches.
Yes, it is. And, you know, I mean, the referee's watching very carefully as he covers up. That there's got to be damage, and damage is now happening.
Yeah, see, damage happening with the elbow.
Big time. He's getting those elbows going.
Freitag is in a horrible position. He's crucifixed now.
Freitag just hoping to get through this one with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, Freitag is in a horrible position there. Now he's blocking those, he's shielding with the answer the phone technique. But nonetheless, he's taking those on the wrist. Now, Ruiz has got to be careful here. I mean, we're going to see a real interesting thing here in round number 2. Freitag should get up for the sake of the judges and the referee. He should get up.
And you look at Jeremy Freitag, and there's Anthony A-Train Ruiz. Freitag still kneeling over there on the mat.
I wonder if Freitag is pretty much out of it here. He hasn't stood up yet.
He looks dazed.
Yeah, he took a hammering there with a hammer fist, but...
I mean, Ruiz repeatedly putting the hammer down there near the end of the first round.
Yeah, you can't cover up on bottom, and when he's got your back and you've got your hands over your head, it doesn't look good to the judges, and it's hard to score.
Exactly. The thing is, he's got to get his hips high up in the air and forward roll and get the guy off his back.
There you see Jeremy Freitag, as Jeff mentioned, been struggling a little bit. A pro record now of 3-3. Former football player, linebacker at the University of Louisville. A very good one. Played in 2 Liberty Bowls and trying to get things going here. And still a young MMA pro career. Only 2 years of fighting pro against Anthony Ruiz, a 4-year pro with a 15-8 record. Round 2 underway.
Anthony Ruiz seems to think that the ground is his friend. And
that's where they've gone.
Jeremy Freitag right down.
Freitag tried a nice big punch, missed, followed through, gave him the opportunity to go under. And then he's in that crucifix position.
You know, I'll tell you, Ruiz has got a lot left in his gas tank. I'm really surprised. It kind of reminds me of when the debut of Brad Imes, when we thought he was going to run out of gas in the first round.
He's going for the arm bar.
Yeah, he's going to, no, right there. Now he's hooked the arm.
He's got the arm down there. He's punching.
Horrible position. Freitag cannot get out of this. They're probably going to have to stop this unless he can escape. There's no way he can escape that. He's just going to take a lot of shots. Okay, got the arm out. Freitag just getting his ass whipped right now.
And he's staying face down. This is a horrible position.
Yeah, he's got to, you know,
get your head up, try to lift the hips, cut the corner, try to reverse this position.
Or let go of the legs and roll back into the guard.
And as best he can, he's trying to cover up from those hammers coming to his head. And when that doesn't work, he goes to work on his ribs. And I don't know, what can Freitag do here?
Well, now
he had a chance.
He's got a chance on an arm bar here. Doesn't have the position on his right leg over the chest of Ruiz. And he loses it.
And so it's back to where it's been most of this fight. Ruiz still grinding it out here, still getting those punches in. And he's landed a lot of them against Freitag's torso here in this second round.
Freitag has done nothing here but be a punching bag. It's just, I think he's...
Well, what do you really mean?
Well, I mean,
I agree with you. Freitag turning his back like this is not fighting a kind of fight that
He's offering nothing here.
Well, this is all
but a target.
there's no chance for him to win doing this.
Yeah, because he's offering nothing but a target. I mean, his head is covered, so most of the shots are not going to land on the head directly, but they're going to hit to the side, and he's going to town on the body.
And the thing is, for all the punches that Ruiz has thrown, he's not showing signs of slowing down.
That's right, and that's the thing that impresses me about Ruiz. Because I've seen so many guys come out here and just blast away, but he's got a lot of experience, so I think he knows what he's doing.
Smart. Very smart. Better be throwing punches here.
Yeah, you know, Freitag is offering nothing here. He's not trying to roll out of this. He's just turtling up and sitting there. There he goes. Finally, he rolls out. Okay, that good call. Good call.
That's it.
Good call because
That happened, yep.
Yeah, you know, it was just too much.
Josh Rosenthal calling this one. It is stopped, and Jeremy Freitag has taken punishment.
Yeah.
Lots of it here, and now into the second round, it is stopped, and Anthony A-Train Ruiz picks up the victory, his 16th, and did so with a dominant performance.
You know, he just pounded Jeremy into the floor.
I don't know. When I watch Jeremy Freitag, he just really doesn't have any grappling instincts for takedowns. He put himself in the hole trying that horrible trip to the right and landed on his back, and it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, and he never tried to roll out of the back-mounted position, and the guy didn't have the hooks in or anything. He could have done a few things.
And at the very end, he did what you were talking about. Why don't you go to your guard and stay with your, with him on, your back, and him just having unlimited shots at your head and body.
But that guy right there had a lot to do with the outcome of this fight, and the A-Train laid down the leather in punches here tonight.
Anthony A-Train Ruiz, part of Team Voodoo out of Turlock, California, picking up the victory, his 16th. And it was the A-Train staying on track, and Jeremy Freitag couldn't get untracked here.
And the start of the second period, with Freitag coming out and trying that punch, him going under right away, Ruiz getting the takedown, and it started the second round the way the first round went.
Let's go to the ring now, and Jimmy will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 2 minutes, 46 seconds in round number 2, a referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal, stops the contest due to unanswered strikes. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, the A-Train Anthony Ruiz.
So there's Ruiz getting the victory, a TKO of Jeremy Freitag here in the second round.
That's going to do it for tonight. Remember, Friday is Fight Night on HDNET. Keep it here for the best in boxing and World Extreme Cage Fighting. Our next WEC broadcast will be October 13th when HDNET presents Halloween Fury 5. For the entire crew, I'm Ron Kruk. We'll see you next time in the cage.